So now we're moving on to question 3 of our AMT, which is using base 10, choose either partial sums or standard algorithm and show 958 plus 76. I chose to do partial sums, so as always I went ahead and color-coded my first number, which was 958. So in the hundreds place we have 9. So I went ahead and drew out my 9 different flats representing 900, and that was done in purple again. So I'm going to go ahead and show that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different flats representing that 900. Then for the tenths place value, we have 5 for 50, so I drew 5 different pink rods, and then for the ones value is our 8, so I did our 8 blocks representing in total 958. Then moving on to what we're adding being 76, I went ahead and drew my 7 different rods representing the 70, for 7 being in the place value of the tens. And then again for the ones we had 6, so I drew 6 individual blocks. Now was the moment that I decided that I needed to combine some things to make everything make a little bit more sense. So I went ahead and decided to take 5 of the green rods from 76 to combine that with 5 of the pink rods from the 958. I also then decided to take my 8 blocks from 958 and combine them with 2 of the maroon blocks from 76 to create another rod of 10. With all of my matchups being accounted for, I saw that I would have 2 rods and 4 blocks left over, and that was what was going to be the remaining amount after I combined everything. So now I went ahead and combined my 5 green rods from 76 and the 5 pink rods from 958 to create a new flat of 100. As you can see, it's half and half, creating that new flat of 100. I then went ahead and scribbled out the pieces that I had already combined, making sure that they were accounted for and I didn't reuse them again. I then show that I combined the 8 blue cubes from 958 with the 2 maroon cubes from 76 to create that new rod. So that gave me another 10, and again I'm scribbling out what I've used to avoid repeating it. And finally, I'm revealing my remaining pieces. So I have 2 rods and 4 blocks left. So that is what's going to be these last few drawings. After that, I'm going to go ahead and cover up everything that I've used so that I can put it in comparison with the original and see what my total value is. So now I'm going to go ahead and count everything that I've just drawn to see what I have all together. So I'm counting my flats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 flats of 100, which will give me 1,000. And I missed a 0 there, but I'll put it there eventually. Then I counted that I had 3 rods, which will give me 30. 3 rods of 10 would be 30. And then finally, I have 4 blocks remaining, which are my 1 value, so that would just be 4. So altogether, I have 1,034 as my sum.